We are back. Episode 4. If you hear me cough, it's not because I'm sick. I just had some Takis.
Yeah.
So
that is not a good food to eat right before recording.
Whoops. If you don't know what Takis are, then you're missing out, honestly. Love Takis.
And not my preference. Some of them I can do some of the varieties, but not like the classic.
Oh,
Takis.
yeah.
Like I can do
intense.
the wavy chips that they have.
Like
and I can
10 flavors of
also
Takis.
do like the Pringle type
Crisps.
ones, the
Taki
crisps.
So good.
But other than that,
I think we need to make a Taki tier list. Like somewhere on one of our YouTube channels. That'd be great.
But you would have to make it. I can't really participate.
Well, maybe you could. Maybe I can like.
And also, we can't eat all the flavors of Takis because some of them are not dairy free. We don't eat dairy. So.
Right. Plus, I always feel weird like eating on camera. I don't know if I can.
Where you would want to eat on camera?
Yeah, it's like absolutely.
Oh, okay.
And then crunch right into the mic.
That would be horrible. Anyway, not related to the show at all.
Yes.
But we're back with some more True Detective Season 2. This is Episode 4.
Titled
Down Will Come. Like they'll come crashing down? Is that what that means?
Maybe. That's like a very Yoda way to say that. Or maybe there's a guy named Down.
Down?
Down will come. Like there's a man named, I don't know,
Yeah.
Bill Down.
But yeah, it was pretty dramatic in the last episode as well. We have lots of moving parts. Our characters are making some progress, but then it also feels sometimes like we go 2 steps back.
Right. Characters are being pressured. Ray's being pressured. Frank, Annie, not so much Paul, but there's a lot of, like you said, moving pieces.
But he's dealing with personal issues.
Yes.
So everyone's got something going on.
For sure.
Okay.
And so do we.
So do we.
This episode.
I can't imagine we're going to get much out of this.
No.
I pay for fucking avocado trees. And now you tell me can't grow?
Men can come, test the dirt.
I thought one of you'd be able to taste it off your finger and tell me what's wrong.
He's pissed.
As always.
We should talk. If we want to reschedule that doctor's appointment.
We'll get back on the kid when I get my feet under me.
Maybe we've been going about it wrong.
Right now, there's so many things for me to go about the wrong way, I'm losing my fucking vision.
Maybe we should talk alternative.
Adoption?
Adoption.
You don't take on somebody else's grief.
Oh, you suck, Frank.
Child's not grief.
At least with your kid, it's your sins.
Do you even want kids?
What if I can't have a child?
You got pregnant before, you said.
The operation might have made things hard.
You can have a kid. Look at you.
Look at you.
Are you a doctor, Frank?
The dead trees, the present from the stork, are gonna be what they call moot points.
I love how he's just treating this as like a business deal.
Yes. What happened? He was so loving before. I guess he's just stressed again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beers everywhere.
Well,
Wait.
up, everyone.
Miguel.
We put out some fires last night or what? You don't remember meeting me at Lux?
No.
I'm glad you did, man. You let yourself go, man. Be what you want. It ain't bad.
If he was that drunk, they probably should not have slept together. But
Right.
Fuck.
Officer Woodrow,
Oh,
what's your
my.
comment on the war crimes allegations against your Black Mountain unit?
So it wasn't the transpo guy.
No, but somebody wanted us to think it might be. That thing at the mayor's house, it's looking to come back on you.
Oh, the mayor of the Shipburg landfill's gonna get me.
State investigation, you don't think they've seen that before down here? Any member of that family ever gone to jail?
he's untouchable?
Looks like.
You think this is about stopping Vinci doing the same thing it's been doing for a century? They need something to show for this big investigation. Who do you think is going to be first on the firing line?
Where's Woodrow? He was working pros last night.
I hope we didn't fall in.
Not a barroom sunburn?
Maybe I just been out in the sun working bullshit palm detail.
What you ask, you would need to be family, just to avoid insult.
I've done you favors.
We paid for that.
We paid Osip back when he was around to be paid. I've got the Lux back. I need product to move through it. I need coke, crystal, and whatever the fuck they call MDMA now.
Santos had his own arrangement. Mexicans.
I'll deal with it.
Why you back to this, Frank? I think it's because your other plan, it somehow failed.
Yeah.
I'll upskill your clientele, increase your market. It is a long-term investment in a mutually beneficial relationship.
I think we have a deal.
Frank's back, baby. He's got the drugs, he's
All
got the
that sugar,
club.
Frank. I wonder you haven't lost your teeth.
It's the only way I can keep your coffee down.
Ooh.
I never lost a tooth. Never even had a fucking cavity.
Wow, Frank's tough.
He's got to claw his way back to the top.
With no cavities.
Oh, he did call him.
Oh, all right.
Take a cure.
Nice.
Whatever you need.
Where's your bike?
Stolen. Porters mobbed me. Cameras and shit.
You know, one of those dog fuckers said to me once, I'd rather be wrong in first than right in second. I read about that actress. The Black Mountain stuff, you've seen shit. After that, anything else should be a cakewalk.
It's actually just the opposite. Army, PD, you do what they say, it doesn't matter. Been listening to them for so fucking long that I don't even know who the fuck I am.
You're a survivor.
I just don't know how to be out in the world, man.
Nobody does. Hit that again. And get you some Pedialyte.
Pedialyte and vodka. Nice.
Place runs strong, huh? You need some help managing this place, Luke.
You sold the place. You got the cash.
He is just scooping all these places back up, isn't he?
I'm thinking partnership. 30%.
Closes the door.
I'm already paying Cesani.
40%. We're gonna have the collections from now on.
Just like that?
Mow the fucking lawn. I don't want any of these kids getting snake bit.
At least he cares for the kids.
That's crazy.
Right.
You want to give them new reasons to step on you, huh?
That's the daughter.
Okay, yeah, she saw
was
her.
quiet?
Yeah.
Did you know Ben Casper, the city manager?
I knew him a little. He was nice to me.
Mr. Casper was talking to someone on your second phone line a lot.
How would I know? There's no rules, you see?
Your father's wife. She's not your mom.
My mom died in a hospital in Nevada. When I was 11, she started manifesting schizophrenia. Daddy had her committed. She hung herself in there.
Your mom, who was your doctor?
His name's Pitler.
Yeah, she seems so different compared to the rest of her family, which is a good thing, right? Because
yeah.
I have this memory of her polishing that driftwood till it shined like steel or something. I can't even remember stuff from last week.
Those moments, they stare back at you. They remember you. Maybe I could get one back. Fall in with some bad people.
I'm clean. I'm saving up to go to Cal Arts. It's not like I would do one of those parties.
Parties?
she knows.
Where are these parties?
I mean, all over. Up north.
I should have been there for you.
Babe, you couldn't even be there for yourself.
Damn.
Yikes.
Oh?
We're back here with these two.
I ain't easy. I know.
I'm pregnant.
What?
No way.
Oh, shit.
Want you on the pill?
It's not 100%. I'm keeping it, Paul.
I want you to. And I think we should get married.
What a switch.
Oh, that's too messy.
I don't want you to do this because you think it's the right thing or something.
I'm not. I love you, Em. And I didn't know and I wasn't sure until just this minute right here.
It's hard to see if
I think
this
I think that's true to a certain extent.
I guess I love you too.
I guess.
But I feel like he's desperately like grabbing onto this as like a chance for normalcy.
Yeah.
Like a normal life.
To-
or at least his view of a normal life.
To push away like the urges and the other stuff he's gone through.
Yeah.
This is the best thing that could happen.
Like maybe he sees it as a way to like give him some direction in life, as opposed to just always like taking people's orders and not knowing what to do.
I mean, maybe it would be good for him to have like a responsibility.
Yeah, right.
So, this, small being to care for.
Mm-hmm.
Met a man, said he knew you, said he knew me when I was little.
The therapist.
Okay, that was him? Okay. I wondered, but I couldn't remember his name.
Okay. So Hitler looked out for the mayor's wife.
Part of Chesnani's lodge, I think.
You knew Chisani, too.
Your case, it involves these men.
We have a dead body, Benjamin Casper.
I recognize him. Never spoke. That's Pitler.
Hard to tell, but I think that's the Vinci mare as a kid.
Your mother took this, an old soul, right from the start. You have one of the largest auras I've ever seen. I had to say something. You must have had hundreds of lives.
I don't think I can handle another one. What do you think green and black means?
Your mood ring?
All right, so the doctor, Pittler, Chisani, the mayor are all connected.
For a long time.
Yes.
When I was in Chisani's house, there were all these soil readings for Fresno land.
Maybe this is where the bodies are buried.
We're constantly finding new contamination, like in this area here. Companies are bankrupt. There's really no one to do the cleanup. The state doesn't have the resources.
Can you think of any reason why our victim would visit so many of these sites?
Unsafe levels of lead, cadmium, arsenic, and/or mercury. It's contaminated the water table to such a degree the farmland here is useless.
People in my industry, they can't even toe in their line half the time.
Oh, look at you.
This place does all right, huh?
6-figure weekends. On paper, you come in as part owner.
Man, we were young once, huh?
Think things worked out well for us both.
Is he eyeing her?
Let me talk to my business manager, see how liquid I can go.
Oh?
Frank doesn't like something.
I wanted to drag my heels. I go to a credit union. Why'd you take the meeting?
Well, this lady asked. We'll kick the tires, Frank.
He just wants to get close to the wife.
Beautiful, you call me. Lunch.
Wow. Right in front of...
I told you he was a dipshit.
But not too much of one.
I was a kid. And he never pulled anybody's teeth out.
It's gonna get fucking worse. What I gotta do?
Just like that, you're back here.
Have I somehow given you the impression I've got a choice?
Maybe we should take some time for ourselves.
Someone hit the fucking warp drive and I'm trying to navigate through the blur.
Here's an idea. Let's be one of those couples that fights a lot.
Yeah, this is them.
Guy that pawned these, you got video?
It was a girl.
And I'd like State to know that Coral put himself in harm's way for me.
There's been a formal complaint lodged.
Yep, from the mayor.
Sexual misconduct.
Wait, what?
Against who?
You, for Christ's sake.
Wait.
The sheriff? That cop?
Deputy Stephen Mercer. It's called coercion. You attended the seminar.
That mayor's trying to get her out of the way.
You do realize they're all giving Mercer high fives out there.
And I was subsequently made aware of your relationship with Detective Ilinka.
Oh, for fuck. What, you're telling me that's some kind of first for this place?
He was your subordinate. That means you had power over him.
Ooh.
I don't have anything to apologize for.
I think you kind of do.
Yeah.
And until their investigation's concluded, you cannot enter this building. Since you got this state detail, you keep working on that as a special investigator. You're on departmental leave pending investigation. There's some word. You got gambling debts. I want to look at your bank records. I'd straighten them out if you can.
Well, at least he's giving her a tip, I
Does that
guess.
have anything to do with that mayor?
I don't care who you sleep with, so long as you find them outside this department.
You're gonna leave just like that?
Not allowed in the building. You talk to them?
They ask questions. I didn't slap no complaint on you. Forget my fucking busted marriage.
Marriage was busted years ago.
They're together too?
You didn't even give it a chance.
So she's well with him, Elvis?
What's his last name? Do you know?
I don't know.
Because the guy in there said her partner, right? He just found out about that. So.
Call came in from an Almonte pawn shop, Irina Rulfo. She pawned the stuff taken from Casper's house. And we had prints run ASAP. Jewelry came back with Casper's, Rulfo's, and Amaria's prints. Our job now is to locate and arrest on the charges of murder.
Leto and possible accomplices tortured him for his valuables.
So the case is solved.
Yeah, it's very clean.
My bed is now a cylinder.
Pawn shop has one of his girls selling Casper stuff.
Maybe safe to say this guy ain't got my money, so I'm getting back into some things.
That's an understatement.
Thought that was behind you.
I thought being poor was behind me too.
Oh, that shit never leaves you.
Could use you in a fuller capacity. Maybe it's time to put this cop shit to bed.
And go full
Bad guy,
villain?
Yeah.
Sometimes your worst self is your best self.
I need that on like a, like a poster. Like sometimes your worst self is your best self.
Yeah.
Oh.
Back to the kid?
I thought you should have it.
Is he allowed to be here?
Remember me with.
You may have snuck in here.
Remember me with.
You can look at it when you want to remember me.
It's Grandpa's.
Yeah. My father, me, you.
Aww. See, I like this Ray.
I know, he has a good side to him.
Yeah, it's just I guess when he's boozing, right?
Dad, what are you doing out there? Come back inside. Just a minute.
He vanished.
So yeah, that felt like a goodbye or something.
Especially if he goes more in deep with Frank.
When this was Mexico?
Find this fuck. He owes me a long conversation. You stay.
I feel like he's not trusting him right now.
You and Osip talked a while when he was at the Soho. When he showed up, he was pleased to see you.
Are you a mole working the other side?
Somebody's pulling me out on the streets.
You're pit boss tonight.
What? I haven't bossed in like 3 years.
Maybe get used to it. This new generation. Everybody wants to go straight to the top.
One of Dixon's old CIs tipped us to Amaria.
Dixon's called in surveillance. Our man just got home.
Let's be careful out there.
Oh, screw you, Mayor.
They're staring him down.
Yeah. They're like, don't do anything stupid.
Opponents argue that the subway serves no purpose.
I wait for him to exit.
Oh, bosses said take him. Let's go.
Oh, shit! I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the mayor, like, tipped them off.
Oh.
I don't know. What?
Go inside.
Oh, the gunfire and the drugs combined? He bit the dust.
What?
I didn't expect him to die so quickly. Ray!
Get down!
Stop, police!
Damn.
Dark SUV, southbound through the alley.
She's just going for them.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, people go away.
Everybody get back!
Yep. That's lethal.
Yeah, wait! Oh, no!
Done. Oh. Damn. Jeez. Are you gonna try to drop the bus? Oh my gosh, his force is being taken
She's
apart.
out. Oh, the knife, yeah.
Sneak attack.
¡Párate allí, puerco! ¡La madre de la muerte me encuentra!
This was a disaster.
Yeah, and they can't get any information out of him anything either.
So many people died.
Right. Yeah, I feel like they were tipped off. These guys about the cops coming.
Oh, all those cops that came with them, they're the only ones who survived?
Yeah, that's it.
End of season 2.
End of season 2.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah, I think this was definitely the most action-packed episode, especially towards the end there. Any thoughts? Do you feel like... I feel like this all... I don't know, the mayor. I feel like the mayor is starting to feel like one of the main players behind this whole case. But...
What? there's just so much going on. It's hard to fit everything together in my head.
I know.
But this was a bad situation for sure. But was it intentional? Like, is this how it was meant to end up?
Yeah. And then that's it. The guy they killed that was the guy who killed Casper. He had his stuff, so he pawned it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end. But technically, you don't see, I mean, that suitcase of money, right? It's still out there.
Yeah.
Obviously, Frank's not going to be happy because it's like, oh, he wanted that guy, Lito, for himself to question.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this just, I don't know.
And I imagine, at the very least, Ani, I guess, will be in pretty big trouble because she's the one who kind of led the operation.
Yeah.
And I feel like if something goes horribly wrong, like it did with this situation, like, yeah, the person heading it up is going to be the one who takes the blame for it, I guess.
I know, I feel like with all this really accomplished nothing besides like bloodshed, and you got no answers.
I'm sure it's just going to be viewed as a huge fuck up, basically, by all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I mean, yeah, like that protest that they were doing was already getting publicity, so it's just gonna make it look even worse.
Yeah.
And I feel like we still are no closer to figuring out everything.
No.
Really.
I guess the only thing we really found out was there's a link between the mayor and Pittler?
Pittler.
The doctor.
And Pittler was seeing Casper, right?
Yes. Which then you gotta assume there's a connection between Casper and the mayor. And maybe, I don't know, maybe the dad is somehow involved, obviously.
Ani's dad?
Ani's dad, right? Because
maybe.
That picture did have all of them.
Yeah.
So we can't count him out as a potential suspect in all this. Mm-hmm. And then we have these big parties and all this land's being contaminated by the runoff.
Yeah, how is that related? Why was Casper going to those places?
I mean, maybe Ray did say, like, oh, what if they just dispose of bodies here? I mean, it could be, that could be the case, right? Because they said, like, farmers don't touch this, can't even touch the land, which means no one's going to be there to touch it. To, like, I don't know.
I guess, maybe. But I feel like, is that, like, what bodies?
I guess, I don't know, people that were killed by powerful men who were just having fun, and I don't know. So it has to, we got to see one of these parties, these private parties.
Yeah.
I feel like someone's
what all goes on there.
Yeah, someone might go undercover, infiltrate it, but we need to see what goes down.
So our boy Paul looks like he might have possibly slept with his friends, which freaked him out, and then his bike got stolen. Is that related, or is that just a chance occurrence?
That could come back to play.
And he's gonna be a pop,
yes,
a father,
and wants to get married. And how is Miguel gonna react to that?
I mean, he probably won't even talk to him again. Paul,
maybe, yeah.
If I had to guess, but I think what I said earlier about that still stands. Like, I think he just sees it as a chance to be normal.
Yeah, try it out.
Which is why he's happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not gonna work out that way.
I don't think it will, right?
It was nice how Ray kind of tried to help him out after all that happened.
I feel like there was some redeeming qualities from Ray in this episode, especially with this kid.
Ray has been chill the past 2 episodes. The first 2 episodes he was crazy. Yeah. Now he's been chill.
It almost feels like when they were making the show, they were like, you know what? Maybe we should dial down a Ray a little bit.
I know. I thought he would just keep ramping up, but
making him a bit more likable.
I guess maybe they wanted us to like not like him in the beginning, and then slowly kind of think, oh, maybe he can
change,
turn his life around.
Right. But then you have Frank being like, yo, I want you to be my main muscle, get away from all the cop business, because he's got things, big plans, drugs, nightclubs galore.
Yeah, especially now that Ray is cutting back on the alcohol a little bit.
Yes.
Where will that go?
But then within Frank's operation, you have one of his side guys potentially doing some business with Osip, who's also been a looming figure around all of this. Someone wants to buy the poker room, according to the mayor. We still don't know who that mystery buyer is. It could be Osip at this point.
Could be someone else.
Could be someone
we don't
else.
even know about.
Yeah.
Frank is against adoption.
Yeah, I know. I don't really know whether him and his wife's relationship stands. It's kind of rocky at the moment.
Yeah.
There's some good moments that they're like, oh, they're sticking together, and then moments like the one you saw at the beginning of the episode where he's like, what? You can have kids? You look fine. I'm a doctor.
Oh, and so that cop died.
Oh, yeah.
So what does that mean for our suspicions?
I know. Maybe they'll like dig into him, like uncover stuff. Like
it was interesting how right before they went in, he was like, maybe we should just wait for them to come out. You know, do you think he knew something about what was about to go down?
Yeah, that mayor, he tipped him. Be careful out there, he said. And the way he said it was like, yeah, be careful, but I don't want you to be careful because, we know what's going to happen.
Right. So I think in the next episode, we will definitely be seeing the repercussions
of all of
this, and maybe slowing the investigation down. We might have to take a step back.
Yeah.
To reassess everything. The characters might have to deal with some crap.
Backlash. Ani's under investigation.
Yeah.
Her baggage is being exploited with the whole like gambling stuff too. So
as well as Paul. Those reporters were coming after him. Yeah, and Roy's being investigated. So I think they're gonna have to deal with all that.
Yikes.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. That's a wrap. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.